I promise, last day you're going to have to deal with me. Next 9 weeks, be just fine. Hey, Riverview, today is Friday, January 18th, and we're on a day 1 schedule. Group Picture Day is planned for this coming Thursday, January 24th. All students on active club rosters will be receiving passes in their first period classes with the time to report to the gym. It will be important to report to your first period class on time because pictures begin exactly at 7:45 a.m. You will not be permitted to leave class nor be in a picture if you do not have a pass. Duke University has several summer sessions and academies available for interested students. If you would like more information, please see your guidance counselor as soon as possible. Attention all seniors, do not forget that a representative from the Balfour Company will measure all seniors for caps and gowns on Wednesday, January 30th during lunch periods. If you do not have a lunch period or will not be in school on January 30th, you must turn your height and weight measurements into Mrs. Kovortek before this date or your measurements will be estimated. If your parents ordered a class ring or graduation announcement for you, those order forms and payments must be turned in on Wednesday, January 30th to the Balfour Company rep who will be in the cafeteria. Please see Ms. Kvortek in room 216 if you have any questions. And now, here is an important message from Mr. Hewitt and Dr. English.
Good afternoon, Riverview. I hope we're doing well on this Friday afternoon, getting ready for the snowy weekend. I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about Give Back Day. Yes, Give Back Day will still be in the spring, but the spirit behind Give Back Day sprung out of a desire for us to show our appreciation for those that have less around Martin Luther King Jr. Day. That day is Monday. You have that day off. And last year we did some activities surrounded about making some plans for our events in the spring. This year we're going to be doing a similar thing. We're going to be working with the officers of some of our larger clubs and organizations here in the school, and we're going to plan some great events for the spring where we can show our appreciation for the communities. What I'd like you to do today and over the weekend is think about and reflect about what you have, the things that you have in life that maybe other people don't have. Reflect on that and maybe think of some things that you can do to give back. If you think of something over the weekend that would be a wonderful thing that you could do for somebody in our community, let us know and we'll try to plan that for the spring. But moving forward, enjoy the video that we're going to show you. Think about it, reflect on what you've got and the nice things that you've gotten in life and the opportunities that you have, and think about the people that don't have them and what you might be able to do for them. Thank you.
If you want to be important, wonderful. If you want to be recognized, wonderful. If you want to be great, wonderful. But recognize that he who is greatest among you shall be your servant. That's a new definition of greatness. By giving that definition of greatness, it means that everybody can be great. Because everybody can serve.
Our country, this wonderful place, this little piece of real estate that we call America, was built, founded on service. We didn't necessarily wait for local, state, or the national government. We came together as a people, and we just did it.
I was one of 4 6-year-old children, girls, to integrate the public school system here in New Orleans in 1960. When I look at the Norman Rockwell painting and I see myself, I always say that the lesson I took away was a lesson that Dr. King tried to teach all of us. And that was that we should never look at a person and judge them by the color of their skin. I crossed a picket line, a mob every day for a whole year. There was a woman there to greet me. She did everything she could to make my day fun. She not only taught me, but she read stories to me. We played games. I knew that if I got past the mob and inside of the building, I was going to have a great day. And it was because of her. So she showed me her heart. And I began to realize that there was no way she was like the people outside. I couldn't judge her the same way. And so I believe at that moment, I learned the lesson that Dr. King died trying to teach us.
In 1957, when I was 17 years old, I wrote Martin Luther King Jr. a letter. Told him I wanted to attend a little college about 10 miles from my home, and this school didn't admit black students. He wrote me back and sent me a round-trip Greyhound bus ticket. I traveled to Montgomery. I saw Dr. King standing behind a desk. He said to me, "Are you the boy from Troy? Are you John Lewis?" I was so scared I didn't know what to say or what to do. And I said, "Dr. King, I'm John Robert Lewis." I gave my whole name. He was so inspiring. He was so moving. And somehow, in some way, I wanted to become part of that movement, and I did.
For a long time, people fought to get the King holiday in, and it finally got achieved nearly 25 years ago. But it was sermons, talks, meetings, lunches, and one day I said to myself, this is wrong. If Martin Luther King were here, he'd say, that's not what I want on my day. I teamed up with John Lewis in the House and many Republican and Democratic colleagues of mine in the Senate.
We felt that Martin Luther King Jr. was a man of service, and his day, the federal holiday, should be a day of service.
When the Congress passed the legislation, it was sort of like reading wedding vows, that we were marrying a commitment to serve the common good and to let justice roll down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. We lost a great soul. He took chances. He lived daringly. He didn't let the fear of harassment or persecution deter his mission. He stayed focused and committed. While he died at a young age, he lived a long life in terms of service and witness. He piled into those 39 years, 100 years or more on service and preaching and loving, caring.
The best way to honor him is to do what he advocated and what he exemplified in his own life. Service is an important part of what makes us human and also an important part of what makes us good citizens. But that it is an ongoing process, one that has to be confronted every day because the needs of people are every day.
Dr. King said that life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are we doing for others? The MLK Day of Service provides us the opportunity to answer that question. For some people, it's continuing service. It's what they do every day. For some people, it's the first time. It's an opportunity. What we really want people to do is to make an enduring commitment to service. But on this day, on MLK Day, I'm going to make that choice to be in service to others for the rest of my life.
As Coretta Scott King proclaimed,
the greatest gift Martin could receive
Is if people of all racial and ethnic backgrounds
Celebrated the holiday
by performing individual acts of kindness
through service to others.